You know, the biggest major difference between the Dragon Ball Super anime and the Dragon Ball Super manga, it is the brutality. I mean, besides the point that the anime still is not confirmed for a season 2, and the manga is still going on strong with new arcs, but the major big difference is the brutality. And I mean, holy shit, this chapter was brutal. So Dragon Ball Super Manga Chapter number 81 has dropped, is out officially, and the fight continues, or let's not call the fight, the ending of the fight between Granola and Gas. Granola really thought he had a chance against the mightiest and strongest warrior in the universe currently, but what happens next is his arms get broken. I mean, that was shocking. Gas now has fully the control of his ability, of his new form, and he has his powers under control. And what does the universe's strongest warrior do with his new gained powers? Yes, he paralyzes Goku and Vegeta with a kind of a new spell power-up. Okay, the two of them are now, I mean, they were out of power anyway, but now they can move. They are now paralyzed in a kind of a spell. Vegeta states that even. What happens next? Granola is now fully focused on Alak and he's going for the head. He's trying to attack him, but of course Gas is coming in there, is reacting in time, and he switches his brother into safety with a teleportation portal. Granola is now rebelling against them. He's saying things like, hey, you killed my mother, I now know the truth and I will now kill you, Alak. And Alak is like, bitch, I'm your boss, you can't do this to me, so learn your place, sit down, son, sit down. It's not your time now. But Granola doesn't care. He's focusing his energy onto Alak and he's ready to shoot the friggin' blast at him, but in the same second, what's happening? There comes Gas, and what does he do? He pulls a Android 18 on Vegeta back in the Cell Saga and he breaks, this time, both the arms of Granola with one kick, and you can see his arms wobbling and completely destroyed. It's like shit, man. If you think, oh man, this is brutal, yes, this is brutal. If you compare it to the Dragon Ball Super anime, the anime is now more kids-based. It was more kids-based, but the manga goes on strong with brutality, and I love that. It has this Dragon Ball Z feeling, this more mature feeling, so I hope in the next anime season they include that again. Granola's arms are broken. Cool. What's next? Alak is mocking Granola a bit. He's like, yeah, we killed your mom like that. And before that, Granola even was like, man, I wish you guys never existed. Because of you, my mom died and my race could have survived and so on. And when you think, okay, the broken arms are enough, no. Gas comes in there like this. He's pulling his two fingers and it's not a peace symbol, he's shooting in his eyes. He has blinded Granola, his eyesight is gone and you can see blood spilling out. And that was like, holy shit. It was like, man, I thought this can't get any more brutal because Dragon Ball Super manga even has his limits. But then again, this reminded me in the same second I thought about it, I was like, okay, Moro gave Goku a big hole in the chest, so yeah. But this time, Granola gets the pistol on his back and the leg shoots a friggin' hole into his stomach. And you can see it blasting through. I mean, if you can get Vegeta looking like this, horrified, you know you are cruel, man. This is even too cruel for Vegeta. Back in the day, he did shit like that. He wouldn't care about it, but now he's changed. He's now a father. He has a wife and so on. He has spent a lot of time on Earth. Vegeta, on the other hand, has the best character development in the series, but another kind of different story. Granola is out of the picture. Goku, Vegeta horrified. The team of Gas and his brother. Yeah, you do this. Come on, shoot more. Mark my words, Gas will kill his brother Alak later on, because he is the Paragus type of character and he tries to control Gas. He is Paragus, Gas is Broly, and we all know in the original Broly movie that did not end well. And I think this will happen here too, that Gas will shoot his brother to death or kill him. But moving on from there, Vegeta sees this and he's like, yeah man, we are fucked, right? But no, what does he do? both of them are still struggling in their bodies. But Vegeta comes in there and he gives his last remaining energy resource to Goku. So he can now transform and he can be free of despair, so he can fight now with Gas, because they're about to kill the two of them and also Monaito. And you know that you are in serious business if Goku is not happy with the outcome. I mean, Vegeta by now has fought so many battles with Goku together. He knows when he can do shit and when he has to give the energy to Goku. Or let's say he knows when the plot armor kicks in and Goku has to be the main MC again. Goku is serious. He has no smile on his face. Most of the time when Vegeta gave him energy, he was like, alright, smile time, I'm ready, I'm gonna beat you. No, he knows, okay, this is serious business and I'm conflicted. And the chapter is even called Goku's Conflict, because he's conflicted with himself. He needs to master his Ultra Instinct, but he's full of rage and anger. He wants to kill Gas. At least beat him to a pulp, right? Gas is ready to kill the two of them downstairs, but he notices Goku and he's like, oh, what is he doing there? And Goku has transformed into Super Saiyan Blue and he's ready to attack. He's sprinting upstairs, he's trying to give him a kick, but he's blocking it. Gas blocks the kick easily. So then they have a little chit chat and he's like, oh, you got free of my spell, I see that. Not bad, kid, not bad. And Goku is like, yeah, you're gonna regret it. A pretty cool panel there, because we can see on his face his anger, his fury, and he has the veins in his face. He's full of rage, but he then calms himself. And Gas is even stating that, oh, you're calming yourself down now. Yes, and that is due to him using his special technique, which is Ultra Instinct. Whis stated and said, Goku, you have learned Ultra Instinct, you have the silver hair form, cool and all for you, but this is the bottom of Ultra Instinct. You have to go even to the top. You have to master every step of Ultra Instinct before you can call it perfected Ultra Instinct. And that is like, okay, what Whis is basically saying is Goku has to have the Ultra Instinct always ready and activated in his base form with Kaioken, with Super Saiyan 1 to 3, with God, with Blue, and so on. So he needs to now have the technique of Ultra Instinct available in every single Super Saiyan form, and that is what he is trying to do. But his big conflict here is he is full of rage and full of fury, and he has to calm himself from that emotion away so he can use Ultra Instinct in his Super Saiyan form. So it's like, okay, Goku, you have to use that rage first, so you can power up, because a Saiyan gets stronger when he is in fury, when he is in rage. He can get a boost, a power up boost. He needs to use that first so he can have the boost, and then with the boost he got, he needs to calm down and relax. And then he activates Ultra Instinct. So he does have two things at the same time. It's pretty tough to explain, and it's pretty tough for Goku to do that. So he needs to find the perfect balance, because then he knows, okay, I have now fully control of Ultra Instinct like this. I don't know, let's see, maybe it will work like that. But this would also mean that in the next chapters, if Goku manages to do that in blue form, in Super Saiyan Blue, and then he activates Ultra Instinct into it, we could maybe get a newish type hair looking for him, or a new aura. Or maybe he has the Super Saiyan Blue hair type model, but this time it will be silver white, because he activated Ultra Instinct in it. That will actually look dope. And after that we get a fight between Goku and Gas, and they're going further and beyond, and they punch each other. So Gas has now the ability to create things out of nowhere, and he's creating walls with spikes, and he's throwing that at Goku, and he's trying to stop this shit. Like he's trying to do some traps for him, like this is Saw or something like that. The only thing missing was him saying, you wanna play a game with me? And if that is not enough, he then sees the little city, the little village over there, and then he's taking the trains from there, and he's pulling a Doctor Strange from No Way Home. And from there he's throwing the trains at Goku, and he gets full on hit by it, and then it looks like he's trying to stop the train. It's a funny pose. It reminded me again of Spider-Man from the scene with Tobey Maguire. Vegeta witnesses this and he's like, I gave my energy for you to play around, right? What the hell are you doing, Kakarot? Goku is still trying to figure out what the hell's going on, and then Gas is saying, hey, you know what? You are the son of that damned Saiyan, of Bardock. but I can't see the same fierce fire in your eyes, just like he had back in the day. What is happening here? And Goku is now saying, hey, you know what? I don't actually remember my dad or the Saiyans because I fell down as a kid and I lost all of my memories. Otherwise, I would have destroyed this planet years ago. Which makes kind of sense. And they have this little chat with each other, but then the fight continues. So then Gas is taking Goku, punching him a few times and then throwing him into the water, and then he has him caged there. That kind of reminded me of Frieza a bit, where Frieza had Goku also caged in the water. The next thing is cool because Gas is then doing a ki blast and he gave Goku a huge explosion, and then he gets hurt by it and he's like, shit man, what is this? I can't beat him like this. How the hell can I beat this guy? What do I have to do? But whilst he's thinking that, then he looks up at Gas, he's like, hey, what are you looking? And Gas is looking over there because he sees something, and there we have Monaito. And he's healing Granola. And this reminded me of Frieza in the Namek saga, you guys remember it? Maybe, maybe not. You remember when Frieza saw Dende and how he healed Vegeta and so on? Whilst he was transforming into his final form, and then he was like, shit, that's how they do it, and he killed Dende. And of course Gas is doing the same thing. He sees Monaito and he is healing Granola. Granola is still alive. And he tries to stop that because he does not want him to be alive any longer. Good thing is Goku has instant transmission and he pulls a Cell Saga. He grabs on and then he's like, alright, cha. And they go off to a nearby planet where Jacko is, and Jacko is trying to change some lights for some guy because he's a bitch and he's afraid of actually fighting that bitch ass. That scared little cat. So Goku arrives there, he was like, oh yeah Jacko, it's me, so I gotta fight this guy. And then Goku does something also, this is so typical for him. When he gets cocky, he loves to mock his opponent, and that's always when you look at Vegito or Gogeta and how they mock their opponents, there's always Goku coming out from them. So what is happening here? Goku instant transmissioned them to a nearby planet, and he's telling Gas, you know what, you also have instant transmission, but yours is not good as mine. And Gas is actually like, oh, you really think that? And Goku, yes, bitch, I think that I do this for many years. You do not. And that got him upset, and he was like, bitch, I will show you. And Goku is provoking him, and then once he's saying it, he's instant transmission back. They're instant transmissioning back and back and back, and it looks pretty cool. But then Gas actually can grab him, and then Goku's like, okay, you know what? Try to keep up, bitch. Well, Goku pulls this one.
Keep up, motherfucker!
Yes, thanks, Rada. Sure, man, bitch. At the end, pretty fun fighting chapter with Goku and Gas, but extremely brutal in the beginning, and I love that. So, the Granola arc seems promising. Will it be as good as the Moro arc? I don't know, could be, but I guess within the next chapters we will see Goku finding a way to put in his Ultra Instinct technique while he's in Super Saiyan Blue form. Because that will actually mean that, yeah, he kinda gets there, but typical Dragon Ball way, I can also now see that Goku, Vegeta, Granola and Monaito somehow go away from the planet and they can somehow escape at the end, so they can train up a bit. That could very well happen. Or another solution would be Gogeta come in with the fusion dance because he's canon. Or they somehow get Broly in this. I would love to see if Goku instant transmission so many times from planet to planet to planet, and then at the end he's on the planet where Broly is, and then he's like, hey Broly, wanna help me with this guy? And Broly would smash him. He would have a hard time because Gas currently is the universe's strongest, but I could see Broly smashing him pretty good. So now it's your turn. Write down in the comments how you think the next chapters will go on and what will happen. And until then, leave a like, leave a comment, and a sub would be pretty great. Thank you very, very much for watching, and we gotta see you on the next chapter of Dragonball Super with March. See ya.